They only took my cash. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to my story time. My name is Zena, if you don't know my name already. Kind of nervous. We're going to be talking about the time I was 18 and I flew to Mexico by myself.
Yay! Stupid impulse decisions.
It all started with someone posted a thing on Snapchat. It was something about going to Hawaii. I will insert screenshots of what happened. Me being me, I was like, hey, like, I don't even remember what I said. And he told me how much his ticket was. It was so cheap. I just happened to have that in my savings account. So I impulsively bought a ticket. Okay, I did know him. I went to high school with him. He's not just some stranger. Like, I knew him. We're friends, kind of. We've hung out before. It's not like a complete stranger. I'm not just like, yeah, like, let's go, dude, I've never met before. It wasn't all that weird, but I did this all in one night. Messaged him, searched up the tickets, and then bought the ticket. And then I started talking to him about it, like telling him, oh, I picked this seat, like da 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 da. And I was like, send me your ticket. I want to see your ticket. That's where I kind of knew I fucked up, because he was like, oh, like, he made an excuse like, oh, I'm busy or something. I'm just stupid. That's kind of when I started panicking. I knew that he didn't buy the ticket. I don't know why he did that to me, but I did actually end up buying my ticket. He played it off that he did buy his ticket for a while, but in all reality, I don't think he actually did. To this day, I don't actually know. But, so, panic sets in for me. I'm freaking out. I'm 18. I'm still living at home with my dad. I know that my dad, sounds funny, but I know that my dad's not gonna want me to fly to Hawaii alone. I called the ticket place, tried to get a refund. Like, they were like, no, you can't just get your money back. You just booked your ticket. Like, no, you're stupid.
What did I do?
Not to mention, I didn't buy a hotel room. I didn't buy food. Like, there was no package deal in this. I just bought my flight. I didn't have anywhere to stay. I didn't have any, like, transportation. I didn't think about that. I was just like, wow, what a cheap ticket. I was dumb, to say the least. Freaking out. What the heck am I gonna do? I started messaging, like, a bunch of people. I was like, hey, would you be able to afford to go on a vacation with me this summer? Pretty desperate, but I didn't know what else to do. Didn't want to go alone. Didn't want to waste my money. Already called, knew I couldn't get my money back. Most of them were just like,
Pretty much no.
I ended up messaging my sister, Sherry. She lives in New Mexico. I said, hey sister, so I have a problem. I literally went back and read my message and started laughing because I felt very hopeless. Said, hey sister, so I have a problem and I'm really sorry to bother you with it, but I don't really know what else to do. Out of impulse, I did a very immature, stupid thing. Yeah, you did. We don't even talk that often. I'm just really screwed. Basically, that's what I said to her. My sister, being the sweet person she is, instantly, like, messages me back. Like, well, is there anyone you can, like, try to go with? Do you have any girlfriends? Like, do you need some extra money? Maybe I can help you that way. That way you can have fun. She kind of just started helping me out, and long story short, she had her husband call and get the ticket changed to Mexico. Instead of flying to Hawaii alone and not having anywhere to stay and stuff, I was going with her to a resort. Yay, right? Problem solved. But I had to get my passport and I had to fly out of the country alone. So for me, it was like a win, lose. Like, I was super happy, got out of the situation, I'm going on vacation, I had everything figured out, but I was pretty terrified to be flying out of the country. I met people on the plane. I obviously didn't have anybody to sit by, so I was super scared, so I was talking to people. So on the way into Mexico, I was sitting by this couple, and they were so cool. Like, they were so nice and sweet. Before we got off the plane, I literally asked them, like, do you guys mind if I, like, walk with you or, like, stay with you guys? And they were totally cool. They're like, yeah, of course. Like, we don't mind at all. They kind of just stuck by my side. More like I stuck by their side because I was kind of scared. Getting into the airport was even crazier because, you know, big guys with guns. And you don't see that in the U.S. airport. It was just very different. I came to this, if you've flown out of the country, you know what it is, but I didn't. There was these things that you had to go through. Like, there was no other way to go. You couldn't go around them. They were like these, I don't even know how to explain it. These things you go through, or you walk up to them and then you press the button. What it looks like, press button and it turns green and then you get to walk through. Asked my sister about it. I was like, well, that was like the weirdest thing I experienced. Like, why did I have to press a button to get into the country? She told me that if I would have pressed the button and it turned red, I would have gotten searched, I guess. And like, what? That is so crazy. I don't know. I just would not have known what was going on, would have been freaked out, would have thought I'd done something wrong, would have been like, like, fuck, I'm getting in trouble, I don't even know. Because, you know, big guys with guns would come and search my bag. Like, I'd be pretty freaking scared. But luckily it was green and that didn't happen to me. Getting to Mexico was crazy because you walk out of the airport and there's like a bar right outside the airport. It was a crazy experience. Never been out of the country. It was so much different than anything I have ever experienced before. But came out onto the legal side. Like, first thing I did when I came out was my sister was waiting for me at the bar. Already had a shot of tequila ready for me. Yeah, that was fun. We had a resort and it was
so amazing.
It had a rooftop bar. We had our bracelets, so everything was free. We were treated like royalty.
Like poolside service, like you wanted a smoothie by the pool, you can get one. You wanted tacos by the pool? Cool, it's yours. Tacos in the pool? Yeah, you can have your tacos right there in the pool. It was so cool.
We also had a sister resort, so it was a completely different resort, but because they were sister resorts, it was free for us. This is where the fun part comes. I had like $400 cash in my wallet. I was saving that money for gifts for my family and my friends. I had that cash in my wallet the whole time I was there. There was a bunch of people that would come into our room. The room service, like cleaning people, would come make your bed and clean your suite. And then there was like another person that would come. I'm pretty sure separate people would come and water the plants because there was plants in the room. There was a safe in the room that my sister and her husband was staying in, but there wasn't a safe in the room that I was staying in. I had my money out the whole time. I had my cash in my wallet the whole time. Like, we were there for like 7 days. Had no problems. Then it was the day before we left. Went, checked my wallet. My money was gone. All $400 cash was gone. They only took my cash. I am so grateful that they didn't take my passport. They didn't take my ID. They didn't take my social security card. I had my social security card in my wallet with my cash. Because if they would have took my passport, I could have been stuck in the country. It could have been a lot worse, but they did take my money, which was incredibly sad. I remember searching it up when it happened, and it was like a lot of money for them. It was a crazy experience. My sister was like, we can't do much about it. People know people in this country and crazy things happen in this country. So like, sister did go and tell the management, but she didn't like make a deal about it. She just told them what happened. So basically, I lost $400 of my money. I didn't really get to buy myself anything. My sister's husband is literally so amazing. Because I was so upset and because that happened, he gave me money to replace like what got lost. Not all of it. I believe probably less than half of it he gave to me. I didn't want to accept his money either. I did not want to accept it. I did not, but my sister kind of like forced me. So I did.
I was gonna go to Hawaii with some random guy. Didn't do that. Got my ticket changed to Mexico. flew to Mexico alone, all the way out of the country, and then I got robbed.
That was a crazy, crazy experience. If you enjoyed this, if you liked the story time, let me know so I can do more. I have so many crazy stories. Like the video so I know that you like it. Subscribe if you haven't. It's been great. See ya.